And welcome back to Late Night Love, the show where real people bring real stories and we sit together in that strange space between I'm fine and I actually might lose it. Tonight we're talking about work-life drama, feeling lost in your 20s, parenting wins and heartbreaks, and the relationship moments that make you wonder if anyone actually knows what the heck they're doing. So settle in, grab your late night drink of choice, and let's get into the lives, the loves, and the relationships that keep us up all at night. And ain't that the truth? Speaking of up all night, what the heck was up with that? With us yakking all up at night last night until it got all, it was threw my whole day off.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, it made my day.
I know, which is why I didn't go to sleep. You take one for the team sometimes, right?
Oh, thanks.
Well, I know you were enjoying the late night conversation, and so I could have, if I had needed to roll over and go to sleep, you would have graciously allowed me to.
Of course.
And so I said, I'll take one for the team. I'll get my, and it was 4:30 or something. I went to bed ridiculously late to begin with. You get up stupidly early. And so
that's when we met. Usually we meet in the afternoon, you know.
Yeah. So it was one of those. So that's what, just the weird things that happen, you know, over the course of time, how schedules evolve. That's talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, ours have been. Can we even chart ours?
No.
No, they're just all over. It's just hibbity jibbit.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I've got my. I didn't paste in my calls to action. All right. So you know what y'all need to do is you need to hit that like, subscribe, share button. Do us all those good favors. You can also find us at latenightlove.us. Just like there, you can send your questions, comments, suggestions to love@latenightlove.us. And as always, you can find us at latenightlove.us, which I already said. So, all right.
Your hair looks really good.
Yes, I know. That's why I left it down.
With the little curl right there.
It does. Hey, look, I'm all formal, except I'm not. Jesus, because it goes down. It didn't. Hold on. I'm going to have to fix it. It shows that I'm not tucked in my shirt. That's the dangers of this new one. I wore pants. That's a, see, look, I got pants on.
And for those of you who don't catch the visual of their show, we changed our setup here a little bit. You want to tell them?
Yeah, we're just working. For those of you who catch the podcast and listen and don't watch any, we're in the middle of set redesign, and when I mean in the middle of it, I couldn't find the right microphones, and so it's not. And it maybe two of us each at our own small table, even though
we're at a smaller table. I'm sitting. He's standing now.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how this works. But see, now I get to look cool and lean on the table and talk to you.
You should have brought the shades.
No, those shades are too goofy. I have to get some old Ray-Bans or something.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we're gonna get on to our release segments. For those of you who watch the live show, you guys are the only ones who catch these little goofy intros and the final exits.
Yeah.
Those get cut up into our segments, just so you know. And they get released. Well, I try to release them Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I'm not sure that's the best solution.
Well, they seem to be very popular, the shorts.
The shorts are. I just release the shorts over time as I get to them.
Mm-hmm.
So those are random. I think we're two shows behind on shorts.
Oh.
So, no, well, because I think I skipped up to Christmas to get the Christmas ones out.
Okay.
Because of the background. It would have made sense to release those in February.
No.
I mean, it may have, but next December we have stuff to put repurpose. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to restart for our
life segment.
Yeah, and I thought of the new name for these segments, and now I can't remember what they were. I should have written them down.
Stop it.
All right. It was
okay. Here we go.
All right. Oops, wrong one.
Which one?
I hit the wrong one. And welcome back to Late Night Love. Tonight, we're diving into the emotional minefield of the workplace, from meeting your boyfriend's work wife and realizing she's younger and pretty, to the existential dread of being 24 and still feeling stuck in dead-end jobs. Welcome to 24s. We've got the questions about what experience even means anymore, managers who don't understand the concept of approved leave, and coworkers who trust the break room drink corner way too much. It's messy, it's relatable, and it's exactly the kind of chaos that makes adulthood feel like a prank. And yet, adulthood is a prank. I always tell people is, Mother Nature's not a nice lady. She's not necessarily evil. She likes her practical jokes. And man, does she play some good ones. Or some bad ones, depending upon where you sit in the
Your
world.
viewpoint, yeah.
I'm just saying, Mother Nature's not as kind as we like to think she is. So,
Well, just look at nature.
yeah,
Nature's cruel.
cold, cruel, and contradictory.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. What I had a couple of clips I was going to use tonight, but then I forgot to put them in, so we'll use them next week.
All right.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. So, what are we starting off with?
Oh, this poor thing. I met my boyfriend's work wife for the first time, and I'm devastated. She is not older, and she is pretty. She asked him. He kept saying, "Oh, she's older. She's 3 years older." She pictured this old, middle-aged woman starting to show her age, But this is not. And she asked him, "Is she pretty?" "Oh, she's all right."
Well, we can't say. Oh yeah, she's pretty. Yeah, great. Everybody's all right compared to you, honey. Is the come on, people. So don't worry about it. This is just your insecurities showing. Now, one, can we stop with this
she's
stupid
23.
Can we stop with this stupid work wife husband nonsense?
Yeah.
Just
Can we please?
Can we understand what you mean, but find a different. It's just
Because it gives it too much meaning.
Yeah.
It gives it too much value.
Yeah, it's just
where you can walk away from it.
It's just a coworker who you happen to get along with.
That's all.
That's all it really is.
That's it. And they happen to be the opposite sex.
Yeah.
And this is America, and we do that. We can do that.
Yeah, it's this goofy.
Still.
It's that goofy thing that nothing has changed. We just have this need to put this cultural need these days to put a label on things that have existed for a long time. And it's like there's no need to label this. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to label it. So my suggestion is drop the whole work wife, work husband nonsense, because that's just silly.
Just call them by name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your friend. But it's her insecurities. She probably has no reason to be insecure because
make her your friend. Make that work wife your friend.
I would suggest just the best thing to do is absolutely nothing. There's nothing to do.
Proactive. Grab the bull by the horns.
You're going to end up creating the conditions that create what you're afraid of.
You think so?
Yeah. Classic. You end up writing into existence. Your own fear writes into existence what you're afraid of. It's like a classic thing. It's like an old tale as old as I don't know, writing. It probably precedes writing, I would suspect. So no, stop it. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing, because there's nothing to do. Nothing is happening except this goofy work wife thing that your husband and his coworker are as much a victim of as they are. She probably has her own social life. If she's a young, pretty woman, she ain't got no interest in your husband.
Sorry.
He ain't that good looking, except to you. Men aren't that good looking. There's only a few of us where men will go, "Oh, that guy's good looking." The rest of us are average.
And can you give her the benefit of the doubt that she doesn't want to break up a marriage? And
I can point out
that can we give that she's a good person?
Yeah. Well, and also, there is a lesson here. Your husband is afraid of your reaction, so he downplayed what was happening, which is wrong because it created a reaction. But he also wasn't wrong in that it was going to create a reaction. So both of you have some stuff to work on in terms of, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he kind of, in the same way, he manifested the reaction he was afraid of, right? But he also wasn't wrong that reaction was likely going to manifest anyway. But we don't know that for sure. But the path he took sure the heck did manifest it. So we know that. So again, sometimes the best path is
Now,
nothing.
I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
I have relationships within AA and within the church and stuff
Yeah.
that I'm close to them,
Yeah.
you know.
I would hope you would have a robust personal life. Why wouldn't I want that for you?
But I don't call, my buddy,
Yeah. Your AA husband?
my AA husband.
Yeah.
you know.
Your church husband that doesn't work right.
No.
No.
What is that?
What?
That's just stupid.
They're called friends.
They're friends.
That's
Yeah.
That's what they're called.
Yeah.
They're called friends. It's not a big deal. Don't make it a bigger deal than it is.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we have?
Oh, this poor dear. New year, still lost at 24. Dead end jobs.
Yeah, welcome to 24 for most of us.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, hun. You're still in your salad days. You're still you're making your way up the ladder, but it's probably not it's not mercurical. It's not fast enough for you, but at 24, you don't have the bottom rung. You can work your way up from the bottom rung by now,
Yeah, no one likes to hear this. I didn't want to hear it at 24. But you got to pay your dues. And that means getting experience. And part of your experience is moving from one dead end job to another dead end job, but it's slightly better than the last dead end job.
Mm-hmm.
That's how most of us, get through until our 30s. Then you find a career. You have enough experience at something to turn all that previous experience has made you good at project management or team building or something, and you take those skills and you apply it to something completely different. Unbeknownst to you, next thing you know, you're running a radio station. Where the heck did this come from? Don't know. But all the goofy stuff that happens beforehand puts you in position that when that opportunity arose, you actually had the skills to do it, even though you didn't know it because you never done it before. So just keep plugging away. Just keep making yourself better. Leverage. One thing I would do if I had learned when I was younger is leverage your volunteer opportunities, and because that's where your networks come from.
Yeah.
And it's the networking, people who tell you opportunities, you get opportunities that you otherwise wouldn't get, because people in places who need things done have seen that you can get things done even when you're not being paid.
Mm-hmm.
So they know it's your personal work ethic, not I'm here for a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, they're willing to give you a paycheck to do similar things.
Yeah.
So you're invest in yourself, my friend. Invest your time, invest in yourself. And your hobbies can accomplish the same thing. Just engage in them actively. Engage in your community. Take leadership roles in your hobby community. Those things can accomplish the same things. You can have fun and network and build your career at the same time. It's entirely possible. You are in control. This is America. It's the great things about it. You don't have to kiss the butt of the politicians to get ahead. You can kiss the butt of your friends and your hobbies. That's for better or for worse. That's what it is. Okay.
How many years of experience will you be considered experienced, and therefore having another year wouldn't really help you anymore?
Well, it depends. It depends on the industry. Some industries experienced is a couple years. Some industries you're not experienced until you're a 10-year vet.
Yeah.
because you haven't seen enough.
Yeah.
Like if you're an electrician, you're probably not experienced until you're 7, 8 years in, I
Yeah.
would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with a plumber.
Yeah.
You
I
might be
was thinking a plumber.
you might
Yeah.
be competent after a couple years, but you're not experienced until 6, 7 years. Maybe if you worked a lot, 5, 6 years, but you just need time to see enough stuff to be experienced.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, experience is, yes, I've seen that before. That's quite literally what experience is. It's you've done it enough times that you've seen 90% of what's going to come your way. That's what experience is in whatever given field you're in.
Yeah.
And it's different in each field. So there's no set boundaries for that.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't necessarily mean something that takes longer is necessarily harder than something that takes shorter. It's just sometimes. Oops, sorry. Hold on a second. We have a. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't want it to flop off on you in the.
Yeah, he fixed my microphone.
Yeah.
My microphone.
Oh, they heard that. Trust me.
Okay. Okay.
Trust me, they heard that. So yeah, it just really depends. But here's the thing: when you feel competent that you can deal with most things that are coming your way, you're not experienced yet. Because experienced people know that they can always screw up. So it's that first is false confidence. Then once you get past that false confidence thing and you've been humbled a couple times, yeah, then you're experienced. Quite serious. It is. It's the false confidence. Pilots hit the air. There's a lot of industries that have this, but pilots have to watch for this very carefully. Right around a certain number of hours, you think you know what you're doing, and you kind of do, but that's the most dangerous time.
Ooh, okay.
It's like I said, teenagers, they're not good drivers until they hit something.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't become real until they hit something. And they all hit something eventually. You just hope it's a pole or, or something that doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah, a berm.
Yeah. They hit a curb hard. The only thing they damage is, your car. They don't hurt nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you even damage it, but, a grocery cart can stall thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Just they misjudge pulling into a parking space. Things become real. Your son scrapes the side of your car against
the whole
house.
half a side of car, not just a little.
against the concrete wall. Anyway, that's my own problems. I did it, so I can't really complain that much. Okay. What's next?
Okay. Now this little thing, she's 19.
Okay.
Don't really understand what my work friend means when he tells me this. Am I being so naive? She asks him what's for lunch, and he says, "I'm going to eat you."
Yes, you're being naive. She's being naive.
Yeah, yeah.
But here's the thing:
either tell him to knock it off, or stop being so crude.
Yeah. Or stop asking him.
Yeah, stop asking him what's for lunch.
He might be one of those that just can't help himself. It's the joke. It's not really the thing itself. It's you lay a joke out there and he cannot help but swing at it. It's nature. So just stop lobbing a softball at him is the thing. Stop asking him what's for lunch. Is the suggestion there. But yes, he is mildly inappropriate. I'm going to put it.
Yeah.
It's mildly inappropriate. It's not. I wouldn't personally make a huge big deal of it, and you could probably prevent it just simply by stop asking him what's for lunch.
Yeah.
But because it doesn't seem to happen any other time, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So I'm suggesting she's got somebody, maybe a little autistic, thinks he's funny boy, and he's not really necessarily even. If she offered, he wouldn't know what to do with it. he'd be right. He'd trip over himself and break a bone. Right. This is what would happen. So, but yes, stop asking the question, and I think that would likely take care of it. But yes, it is mildly inappropriate.
It is.
And these days, it may be more than mildly inappropriate. We're old, and that kind of stuff was far more acceptable. Innuendos amongst each other was far more acceptable in our time. Even playful, everybody was engaged in it. It didn't seem to.
We were young.
Well, hello, they're 19 and 23. Yeah, she may be a little flirty and not even realize it, right? At 19.
She's nice.
Okay, yes, but that may come off as flirting. She may not realize she's being flirty. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying she may not realize she's being flirty. There's lots of girls, especially 19, who are, trying to be nice, but people interpret that as flirty because they're a little bubbly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just things get misinterpreted all the time, right? Yeah. When you guys flirt with us, we don't miss it. So what makes you think that when you don't, we're not misinterpreting that too? We don't know what the hell we're doing. Clearly. Clearly. That's the best he's got. If this is a genuine innuendo and not a guy being funny, that's the best he's got. Come on, this is kind of pathetic at the same time.
He's 23.
He should be better than this at this point.
Yeah.
But they're not, because they're not allowed to practice. And so this is what you get.
Yeah, okay.
And in his defense, this is what we get at 23. We're stupid at that age. Okay. What's got next?
Is it normal for a manager to contact you during approved leave on your personal number?
Well, it depends. If it's something that needs to be, on occasion, there's something that you only have the answer to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe they didn't realize you're the only one who has the answer.
They made a mistake.
Yeah.
Hey,
we forgot to get this from you.
Yeah.
Or something happens. A coworker was hurt or had to quit for tragic circumstances, and they wanted to inform you. That's happened to me before.
Okay.
So you're on vacation, you get a phone call. What are they calling me for? Hey, we just wanted to let you know something had happened. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can be informed when you come back.
Yeah, walk in on.
Yeah, with a big surprise, not be prepared for the workday.
Right. Well, not just to be, you can, walk in and be totally inappropriate. You're walking in from vacation feeling good, having a great old mood. Everybody else is
in mourning.
is in mourning, and you're walking in with a tan and a Hawaiian shirt and flip flops. Handing out lays to everybody, it's no one will say anything, but you didn't know, but it's better that you know. So it depends. If he's just calling you for some random thing that they should have the answer for, no, they should be better than that. But they're not gonna call you when you're on leave unless they really have to.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10. I'm not going to say it's never going to happen that you get some boss who's just got some mundane question that he can look up his damn well self if he takes 5 minutes. It just doesn't want to take 5 minutes. It's faster to call you and ask you. Don't answer. Don't call him back. It's perfectly acceptable to let the phone go to voicemail, see if it's important, and then call right back. You're on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on vacation. I do that to everybody, regardless of who it is. I ain't gonna talk to you if you're spoiling my vibe, unless it's really important. I don't want a 5-minute conversation to turn into 20. So I'm seeing what you need.
What you want to talk about?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's perfectly acceptable. So you get to control your half of that. But
yeah.
All right.
Would you rather have a boring job or a stressful job?
I'd rather have a job that keeps me occupied. No one likes a stressful job, but what's stressful to some people isn't stressful to others. And in some people, being boring is stressful.
That's what I was thinking.
And so depends on your your
Personality
personal
type.
nature.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, I could do both for only a period of time. I could do either or 2, maybe 3 years. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, I get burnt out of it, and I have to go do the opposite.
Okay.
I'm lucky at the point now where I have something that's a fairly decent balance.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that's what I need, something that is balanced between,
Yeah.
boring, something that's engaging. And then, of course, every job's going to have its stresses. Just if you
It
look,
just will.
it just will.
Yeah.
And it's maybe even if you got a nighttime, if you're a nighttime security guard at, I don't know, some office building somewhere, and you literally never have anything to do. Your stress is, how do I not fall asleep at 3 a.m. and lose my job?
Yeah.
That's a stress. So every job has its stresses, and they are what they are. Just because we have first world stresses doesn't make them not real. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, last question
All right.
here. Anyone else think it's extremely trusting to just leave all our open drinks in that one spot in the break room? Yes, you're being extremely trusting.
Yeah, but that's how society functions. You don't personally have to be trusting.
Get a lid. Get one of those cups with a lid on it. There you go. You don't have to worry about, uh, anything falling in there.
Yeah,
Somebody sneezing on it.
lots of people these days carry around their water bottles with them, right?
Yeah.
It's this whole big thing for the younger generation. They're always filling up their water bottles. I don't ever remember being dehydrated. Why are people always walking around with water bottles? And I know it's a joke that Gen X and whatnot, we drank out of hoses, but we didn't drink out of hoses that much.
We didn't.
I mean, yeah, in the summer when it was hot, you didn't want to go inside to get something to drink. You just drank out the hose because it was convenient. And we were too lazy to go inside, and you didn't want to have to listen to your mother. And so you just stayed outside and you drank somebody's hose. You didn't care whose hose it was. You just drank the hose. But we didn't have, what are these people doing? Were we dehydrated, chronically dehydrated or something?
Apparently.
Or are these people overhydrated?
Well, I think they're a little bit more conscious.
Because I don't remember any of us falling out from dehydration. I don't remember any of my kids my friends ever falling out from dehydration. I don't remember any of us ever drinking nearly as much water as they do. Juice, nothing. We were outside for hours in the heat of the summer, and a few drinks from a hose is really all we would get. And you take the hose over the freaking drinking fountains from the schools, because those things just bubbled out water. You'd have to freaking kiss it to get any water off. I think, oh, no way.
That's gross.
That's gross. You go to a faucet without a hose, just turn it on blast and stick your head in it. Rather than drink out of that stupid thing. Oh, so yes, but that is what our system. But the trusting, is it very trusting? Yes. Guess what? Most of your coworkers are trustworthy.
Yes.
Is there one that's not?
Maybe.
Probably. But we all know who he is, and everybody keeps an eye on him. So you're all good.
Yeah.
Or she.
I'd still get a cup with a lid and find out why the heck I can't carry it to my desk if it's got a lid on it. Why not?
Maybe they work in an electronics repair facility, and so if you want to get anything, you've got to go into the break room to put it down, because you can't. There ain't no liquid in the. In our TV, there's no liquid in the control room in the TV studio. In the radio studio, I allow it because I treat everybody like adults. But there's also, less stuff to go wrong if you drop water.
Okay.
And most of it could be fixed if I had to. And I had backup equipment, and there's all kinds of things. And they're in there for 2 hours. Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. Bring something with a lid. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. These, no, don't bring one of these in there.
Yeah.
But a bottle of soda, lidded Starbucks, yeah, I don't care. But not in the TV control room. No way. Also, not in the TV studio. We don't need no stains on the carpet. Which, of course, someone did 2 weeks after I got the carpets clean. Anyway, that's my problem. Those are my stresses. It's like, I just got the guy to clean that. Who do I get to yell at? Darn it. Treat you people like adults. It wasn't me. I did not. Anyway, that wraps up our life segment where jobs are boring and are stressful. The coworkers are questionable, ain't that the truth? And the break room is a biohazard. Now that's a discussion all about its own. So let's move from the workplace. You guys have a good night. For me and Lubby, please remember to love everybody.
Good night.
Hey, oh. Well, we were going to roll right into the next recording, but Lubby's not ready yet, so we're going to have to wait. I should go fill up my drink. I'll wait.
And that's no duels. It looks like beer.
Well, you know what's funny? They can tell it's no duels as long as it's not. See, the minute it goes, I had my my yellow shirt on in here earlier, and I was a disembodied head.
No way.
Yeah, that yellow shirt it just blends into. I can be headless. It's like a green. It works as a green screen outfit. Do I need to take the wheels off of that thing?
I don't know.
I can pop the wheels off if we need to. It's one of those things we have to think about.
All right.
Okay. All righty. We ready?
Yeah.
I can see I keep hitting. And welcome back to Late Night Love. We are talking about the awkward moment when your friend asks your boyfriend if she. Oh, man, that's a sentence. All right, let's see if I can start this again. Welcome back to Late Night Love. We are talking. Oh, good God.
Okay, this is it. You get one more chance.
I know. I shouldn't even. We're live. I shouldn't even get more than one chance.
No.
But guess what? I'm the producer, director, and host, so I get to make decisions. All right. Welcome back to Late Night Love. Tonight we are talking about the awkward moment when your friend asks your boyfriend if he thinks she is actually pretty, the heartbreak of siblings who can't stand each other, and the everyday chaos of raising kids in a house that never stays clean. Well, yeah, that's a house with more than one kid in it. All right. Hello. And if you guys can do us a favor, you can send us your questions, comments, suggestions to love@latenightLove.us. You can also do us the favor and hit that good old fashioned, where's that? Like, subscribe, share button. Oops, nope, not that guy. Where is he? There it is. Hit the like, subscribe, do the share thing, all that good fun stuff. There you go. Follow and do the show a favor and all that. Hey, we hit like over 100 subscribers finally on YouTube. Ooh. So there's that. We haven't even been trying. So
I know.
That's what happens when you don't do this for views. Yeah, you don't get any. Okay. Sorry. We got a little real. Man, maybe me standing.
We do this for our fans.
Maybe for all 6 of you. There's more than 6. All right.
Couple dozen.
A couple dozen? Sure.
Yeah.
I got you. A couple dozen. All right. What are we starting off with tonight, my love?
Well, my friend asked my boyfriend if he thought she was actually pretty. Isn't that weird?
So your friend, the 19-year-old female, or is she?
They're both, everybody's 19.
Everybody's 19. So you've got 2 females. One female friend asked her boyfriend.
Yes.
Who Who was actually pretty?
If herself was actually pretty.
The girlfriend or the
The friend.
So who's supposed to be who's actually pretty? The girlfriend or the girlfriend's friend?
The girlfriend's friend.
She asked the girlfriend's. God, this is like a bad. This is like a bad
Who's on
Laurel and Hardy.
first?
Yeah. Good Lord Almighty, I am lost. I feel like the guy who got lost on the Laurel and Hardy. Who's on first one? Is it weird? Yes, she probably likes your boyfriend, but
yeah,
but women tend to like men that other people have chosen because they've been pre-screened, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's a genetic shortcut. This is her first lesson, probably, in knowing that genes are thicker than friendship. Genetic drive is thicker than friendship. When you're 19.
When you're 19.
Yeah. It smooths out.
Oh, is that why I used to do all those things?
Yeah.
Those
no, that's why there was the urge to do them. Now, let's be clear. That's why the urge existed to do them. You chose to follow through those urges.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Was it?
No.
Say, but those
I
urges.
still can't go back to my hometown.
So,
well, I could, but yeah, it would be a mess.
My point is that at 19, you have biological urges, men and women, that can override common sense.
Yes.
And if you're in a very difficult dating market and you see someone who has already proven to be a somewhat reliable partner, they become attractive. That's why married men are attractive to women. They've been pre-screened. It's like going to Angie's List, and you're looking up.
But then but if he drops the one and gets with you, he's not capable of being faithful.
But see, that's when rose-colored glasses. I'm different. I can be able to keep him. If she was a better wife, she would have been able to keep him. So I'm just better. Hubris, man. Hubris will get you to do all kinds of stupid things. You were young.
I can pull it off.
Come on now. You know the script as well as I do.
It'll go okay. It'll be fine.
I'm different.
Oh yeah, I'm different.
I'm different.
I have skills.
Yeah, I'm better than everybody else. Maybe, but yeah, this has got nothing to do with you, actually.
It doesn't.
That's the problem.
It has to do with him.
So, well, not necessarily. I mean, there's plenty of times that has worked out for people,
I know.
Good, bad, or indifferent, it has. So, what does that mean in the grand scheme of things? Don't know.
I've also seen the second one turn out bad, and the guy who just felt so guilty, he just stayed.
Yeah, and life is a coin flip regardless. But, the reality is every time, okay, I'm going to mix my metaphors now. Every time you roll the dice, you got a chance of coming up with craps. I'm about coin flips and rolling dice and the same thing.
Okay.
I mix my metaphors a lot, but that one was terrible. That was so terrible. Even I had to call it out before I said it. I'm sorry, everybody. That one, I know I mix metaphors a lot, but that one was awful. That was so awful. I would have changed it if I was smart enough. Okay. What's next?
Okay, my son absolutely hates his younger sister, and I don't know what else to do. He's 12, and the little girl is 10.
Me and my sister hated each other at 10 and 12. We're perfectly fine with each other now. I'm not sure that's the best way to describe a brother and sister relationship. We're perfectly fine, but, it's better than the alternative.
My sister and I were notorious in the family for fighting, and it wasn't until I left home at 17 that I got and I went into the army, that I got a rude awakening, just about how your family actually cares for you, and the world does not give a shit. you know, and then you start valuing your family. And today, my sister is one of my best friends. We are extremely close, and I have seen that happen in life time and time again. So just create the opportunities. Wait until keep trying. Don't give up. You know,
Well,
but
it-
but have some realistic expectations of your efforts. This is a long-term project.
but also understand his perspective. He was 2 years old. This little thing comes into life and sucks all of the attention away from him. Right at 2, right when theoretically he needs attention. At 2-year-old, toddlers are the most selfish. It's the most selfish time you're ever going to be. Right?
Yeah.
Toddlers are the most selfish human beings on the planet. They just are. It's not even their fault, right? Again, back to the biology and nature thing. It's just the way it is.
Mhm.
And it's probably pretty good. They got to take, part of they take care of themselves is they make sure they get taken care of.
Yeah.
So, and then he had this little thing that you call a sister, who come into life and disrupt all that. And at best, he's not going to get the attention he was used to. He's still not saying he didn't get the attention he needed, but he's not going to get the attention he used to.
I was 3. You know what I did? I used to bite my sister's nose. Took him a while to figure it out, but I left teeth marks one time.
So, yeah, stop that. So,
Yeah, they made me quit that.
and so, one of the things you can do is help him understand where that emotion actually comes from. Because that's where that hatred comes from. And it's such a base emotion. He doesn't understand that. He was 2. Well, to guarantee you, that's where that base things comes from. It's universal. Some kids react to it well. They become protectors and all of that. And other kids, it goes the other way. I suppose you can call some get indifferent, but
Yeah.
But every reaction has an equal and opposite reaction. That was the opposite reaction. So help him put words to his emotions. Help him, understand it. And once you can understand your emotions, you can put them away. And when they get adults, teenagers, they go through experience teenagerhood together. They'll fight like cats and dogs, but once they becomes adults, 7 out of 10 times they work it through. I'm not going to promise you, oh yeah, they'll be fine. No, 7 out of 10 times they manage to become a relatively healthy relationship as adults. If you can manage to pull that off, congratulations. But if you don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, do not.
Sometimes you've got personality conflicts that cannot be resolved. And
I have 3 girls, and they all talk to each other, but as they grow through life, sometimes they're closer to each other than other times. And that's just the ebb and flow of life.
Yeah. Just life is life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How messy is your house on a regular basis? She has an 8-year-old and 2 4-year-old twins.
Well, when there
And
was
one set of 4-year-old twins.
yeah, when there was 3 in my house, it was never what you would call clean. There was always toys, or it was lived in. Right? You had 5 people living in a 2-bedroom apartment. It was never going to be clean. Right? You could be picked up for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The counters, you could, everything could be sanitary, but it was never going to be clean. There was no time where something wasn't being used. So how is it going to be clean? The only time when stuff would be go through that would mean everybody's asleep, which didn't happen all that often. Everybody asleep at the same time because I had my own weird work schedules. So it just is. Here's the thing: just keep a lid on the chaos. It is when you've got that kind of thing. Just keep a lid on the chaos. Get your at 4, the twins can start helping picking up after themselves. At 8-year-old, they can start helping doing some chores, some of the light chores, which will be fine as long as the twins are, picking up after them, putting their toys away a couple times a day.
Couple times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost lunchtime, and allow them to leave a thing out. If they're actively working on a thing, honor that and let them leave that out and put everything else away.
Yeah, if they're working on a whole Legos village, don't make them tear it down,
No, they may come back to it, they may not, but honor what they're working on, actively working on, but make them put everything else away. Would be my suggestion. Not that I was ever able to accomplish that, but as a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Life isn't Martha Stewart. It's you're not a magazine shoot. You're living in some place that you have to live in and exist in, and it's essentially like a workshop, a house with 3 young kids. You're in a workshop. It's a work zone. It's never finished. It's always in motion. And so the best you can do is just put things away as best you can, empty the trash as best you can. And if you don't feel like doing it one day, it's all right. Just accept that you're going to have more to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Some days, well, that's tomorrow me's problem. That's,
And this is all about children. It's about managing chaos. It's managed chaos, raising children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So realistic expectations, my friend.
All right. So what is next?
Okay, next, I don't have a question. I have a very tender story that's a win.
Okay.
That this parent had to share.
All righty. We'll take wins here.
Possibly the best Christmas of my whole life. My daughter 5 woke me up saying that the presents were here and she was on the good list. We went downstairs and my severely autistic son called me and my husband mommy and daddy for only the second time in his entire life. He opened presents for the first time in his entire life, communicated a want, brought us a present he wanted us to take the box off to play with. Both kids loved all their presents, and we played most of the day. Had a great lunch and dinner. Overall, one of the best days we've had in a long time. My heart is full and happy. Just wanted to share.
Christmas magic.
Christmas magic. There you go.
Who says Santa Claus didn't visit that house?
There you go.
Santa visited that house. Santa may not be a fat guy riding a magical reindeer, but Santa visits everybody who believes in him.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow. I'm a mess, I told you I cry at the drop of a hat. So I'm a tear upper. It is what it is. So happy stories, sad stories. It is what it is. That's why I'm good at this, by the way. I can relate to people. I feel these things deeply.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay. A female 20, she's 26, he's 24, he's 40. Is it okay to date someone with a 12-year gap? Yes, it is. With the realistic expectation, it's a 14-year gap, sweetheart.
Yes, someone needs to go. Common Core math didn't work for her, but maybe he's a young 40, she's an old 20s, 26.
But when things start getting serious, the question has to be asked first. Children.
Well,
does he want to start at 40? Or 45? Whenever the question, it's time to ask that question.
Well, that's a natural question that'll be deal with it or not. If he loves her and she wants children, he'll be fine with it, even if he doesn't. Because we do that for the people we love. We're morons that way.
You'll take on a child?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Duh.
I did that. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it 5.
Hello, McFly. Yeah, you will. You'll take on a burden, even if it's not yours, for the ones you love. Of course you will. It's not even a question.
And they weren't my children. This would be his child.
So, anyway.
Anyway.
So, is it okay? Is it okay to you? You're a grown adult. He's a grown adult. It's nobody else's.
It's your gig.
Flipping business.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were 18, 19 and the 32, I might be more squeamish, but you're a 26-year-old woman. You've experienced enough of the world to make decisions all on your own. I have no issues with it. It's past my preferred gap, but my preferred gap is my own preferred gap. And
yeah.
I'm not going to impose that on anybody else. So there.
I've dated younger when I was dating.
Yeah.
And there's just no frame of reference.
I'm younger.
For a lot of, you're 9 years younger. I'm talking about 14 years, 15 years younger.
Yeah, you need to have an old soul, right?
But experience wise, and I could see I was going to have to be a teacher, and I am not up for that.
Well,
I want a partner. I don't want to have to be a grasshopper.
Yeah, that's why it's okay to everybody have their preferences. The world is a complicated place, and there are different people have different wants, needs, desires.
Yeah.
It's a freaking miracle 2 of us ever managed to get those things.
I'm telling you, man.
So
it's a wonder anybody gets together.
So the fact is, it's close enough for government work is my answer to that. Is it okay to you? Is all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, and historically speaking, a 12, 14-year gap from a man to a woman is not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Especially ones who's at that age, in that age range, 20s to 30s. It's women like a successful man. He's already established. That's why they're attracted to 40-year-old men, and a woman who's in her mid-20s. She's theoretically educated, gone to school. So you can interact. You can have a meaningful.
They can have conversations.
Meaningful conversations. She can actually help. As a useful partner. While at the same time still being of childbearing age and start a family. And especially these days, 40 is not too young to start a family.
Too old.
Not too old, yeah.
Yeah.
So, especially when people are living to 80, 85. So, yeah, if it's okay to you, go for it. It's my there. How's my for an answer?
I think it's nobody's business.
Well, that too. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This next one. This family. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
They got a 3-year-old. He's got his own room, and they are ready to move him from their bed into his bed. Should they buy him a twin or a full-size bed?
Well, let's see. He's gonna break it, so just buy him a cheap twin.
Yeah. He's gonna jump on it and break it.
Maybe even just a single.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's what, 3?
He's 3.
Yeah, get him a little small toddler bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's would be my suggestion. Because there's 2 possibilities about when you get a real young child and put them in a big bed. A, they can feel nice, comfortable and things, or they can feel lost. Because everything's so far away. So get a toddler bed. Nice little small. I guess it's not even a single. It's a little shorter.
They're smaller. Not very expensive.
And they're close to the ground. So if they fall off, they don't hurt themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the way to go.
I agree.
So
We came up with a C solution, not A or B. C.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get what they're thinking. They just want to get him a bed so they don't have to worry about it for a while. But when he gets bigger, that bed will last for 3 years. And then you get him a full-size bed that he can last for until he's in his teenagers, and you buy it again. You can probably get him a single until he's a teenager and then get a full-size bed.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this one. Oh, how to deal with lying. She has a 14-year-old boy. Or they do. It's mom and dad.
And
they are just at their wits' end. They don't understand this. Basically, he's 14. He thinks his life is none of your freaking business. And if he has to lie, he will.
Yeah, well, he's lying because he wants to get what he wants, and he knows that for whatever reason, or he believes, it may be false knowledge. So let's say, just because he thinks of something's going to happen doesn't mean it is.
Yeah.
And so he thinks he can't get his way by being honest. So he's going to try to be manipulative. And so the best way to deal with it is really, you're not going to stop him, but you can let him know that it's not working. Just, that's my only, because he's 14. There's not much you can really do.
No.
But you can let him know that, I'm not an idiot. Just because I let you get away with stuff doesn't mean that was actually one of my most effective tools with my boys. Is just because I let you get away with things doesn't mean I don't know. And doesn't mean you're not going to pay a price. And then when they don't get a birthday present or a Christmas present for a year, then they know what the price is. I'm rude. Nature has many consequences. And again, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. The answer is no. An awful lot of times. Right? Lying has consequences. Those consequences are, I say no. When you need money, no. When you need a favor, no. They learn that real quick. When honesty becomes more effective than lying, they learn honesty. So that's how you deal with it. Don't fight it, because then you're fighting a different battle. Fight the battle you want to fight. He's always going to win a battle of emotions. They're teenagers with all kinds of chemicals and hormones flying through them. They're going to win a battle of emotions.
Yeah.
You can't fight that.
No, sorry.
So don't.
Yeah.
What's my saying? Don't fight ghosts. So it's a ghost. Don't fight it. Fight the real battle. You're teaching him long term that the honesty is what pays. So when he is honest with you, you catch him being honest, reward that. And don't reward the dishonesty.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to punish it. Just don't reward it. All the benefits, all the pluses in your life go away until you can be honest. And then you start adding them back as you get rewarded with honesty.
Mm-hmm.
What happens slowly over time. There's not going to be a light switch. It is not. You don't want it to be. You can't trust a light switch.
No.
So, all right. That is love. The highs, the lows, the messy houses, the beautiful breakthroughs, and the questions that make us rethink everything. Now, let's head into the territory where things get even more complicated. But before that, me and Levy want you to have a good night. And please remember to love everybody.
Good. Okay. Well, we are getting our drinks. We are going into our relationship section soon, which is one of my favorites. Kitty made it back into the studio again.
Yeah, but he might not. He has trouble getting onto this, which means I have to make sure I take everything off of this. Even though I put these mics on, I might not have to, because he only gets his top quads on here, and so one of these days he's gonna
Rip it up.
everything's gonna come off. It's gonna crash. It's gonna be a mess. Me and Anthony are watching him jump on there. He jumped on it twice. And says he's not gonna quite get that one time, and everything is gonna come off. It's gonna be a cartoon because our cat is a cartoon. He is a cartoon. We could record him, run him through a cartoon software, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between him and Looney Tunes.
He is grace personified.
Yeah, sure. And you're quiet.
Is part of my charm.
That's what we're calling that now. All right. We ready? And welcome back to Late Night Love. Before we get started, do us a favor. I hit the wrong buttons. There we go. You can send us your questions, comments, suggestions to loveatlatenightLove.us. You can find our previous shows and whatnot, etc. at loveatlatenightLove.us. And hit that. Oh, where's those buttons again? I am just not having a good time with these. Oh, there. I closed it. That's why. Do the like, subscribe thing. Subscribe, share, follow, all that good fun stuff for us. That would be the help. That's what I was thinking of. I just went brain dead. What was up with that? All right. Tonight, we are unpacking the tension between partners who can't agree on honesty, a fiance who doesn't want her future mother-in-law in the delivery room, and a couple of young adults trying to figure out intimacy without the unrealistic expectations of porn. We'll also talk about the awkwardness of cleaning up, how condoms feel for women in general terms, and whether being asked to always wear one is a deal breaker. It's vulnerable, it's real, and it's exactly why this segment exists. All right. This is going to be an interesting conversation. And we've covered one of these before. I wonder if I'm going to have to go back and listen to the other one and see if we say the same thing. See if we've learned over the past few years. All right. Where are we starting with?
Well, we're starting with a girlfriend. My girlfriend is angry that she set herself up to fail, and I am entirely unsympathetic. Now, he had to go on a work trip, and she's all, take me.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, but you're on your own. This is a work trip. It's intense stuff. It's workshops. I got to be there the whole day. I'm going to be tired at night. You can go and enjoy yourself in this city.
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Yeah, he fit the bill.
Yeah.
And then they got there and she kept getting pissed because he wasn't spending time with her. And he just I told you.
Yeah.
Entirely unsympathetic.
Hold on. Yeah.
Kitty's got to go. Now, I have been on the other opposite end of this. Having family stuff to do and not being able to spend alone time with someone, and they get a little bit hurt. You got unrealistic expectations. But this one, he told her.
Yeah. Should be entirely unsympathetic, quite frankly.
I think he's got every right.
Yeah. She is 100% in the wrong. And if she couldn't deal with that, then she shouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
And he was clear. And as long as he set clear expectations. So The fact that she had anything different is her problem, not his.
I agree.
So,
That, and I don't understand. She's 33. She's too old for this.
this is going to get me in trouble. There's a lot of people that age who have never had accountability,
Oh, really?
especially young women.
Yeah.
Right around that age, for whatever reason. I'm not going to get into the cultural reasons or my philosophy theories on the cultural reasons, but the reality is, and she got blindsided with the by the personal reality, personal responsibility, accountability, and she don't like it. And his response is tough, and it should be. This is the lesson she's going to have to learn, right? She's not going to mature as a human being until she learns this lesson. And so he's going to have to stay strong. This is her problem, not yours. And if she can't deal with it, you need a more mature partner.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're not talking about not a suggestion, by the way, over this. Hopefully
No, this is not something to break up over. Hopefully she can come to terms with this.
Yeah, hopefully she
learns and grows and actually apologizes to you.
Yeah.
For, causing a fuss when you were very clear.
Yeah. And here's the thing. As a man, we wouldn't actually need an apology. We just need you to shut up about it. We'll take the apology. We'll appreciate the apology. Don't get me wrong, but we don't need it. We just need you to shut up about it, and we know.
So now she knows. Don't go on a work trip unless you want to just enjoy the city on your own. And why not? Aren't there art galleries, museums in big cities and stuff like that? What about the library?
I don't know.
Hello.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they were in Des Moines, and there wasn't much to do.
Then she should have expected that.
Yeah. Well, every city has a spa. You can go have a spa day.
Yeah.
There's lots of things she could have managed to do. But beyond all that, even if there was not a dang thing else for her to do, that's her own problem because she was responsible for her own entertainment.
You know me, I'd bring a book and just sit in the hotel room.
If nothing else,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not at home. I'm not stressed about work or life. I'm somewhere else. I'm looking at something else.
Yeah.
And enjoy that. But
It's a change of scenery. Hello.
She wanted to make it about her, and it's not. And
sorry, hun. You could have had a nice day.
Yeah, you could have had a nice trip, a nice quiet trip with no expectations at all. And instead, you ruined it. I go apologize to your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Or if, more specifically, if this rings true for you, go apologize to your partner. Okay.
My wife got very upset that I told the truth about a relationship to my two best friends. She says I care too much and place too much emphasis on our therapy, which I feel she's in denial about how bad everything is. Any advice?
Yeah, don't talk to your friends
Stop
about your
talking
relationship.
to your friends, man. That's not cool.
Yeah. One, you do have the right to talk to people about your friends about your relationship. You actually do. But the people you talk to have to have enough decorum to park it.
Never repeat it.
Yeah, it's sacred knowledge, right? It can't even. You even have to do your best to not let you impact your relationship with anybody, right? That's one of these things. It's like, in a sense, and that's in that situation, you are as much a therapist as anybody else. So, well, here, and this is the thing. This is the real problem. Forget all that other stuff. They have two vastly different views on where they are in their relationship. He says everything is bad, everything is terrible, and she says he's overemphasizing.
He's overreacting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is two completely polar opposite views of the relationship. That's the problem, not whether they talk to their friends or not. You're focused on the wrong thing, which, hey, is a symptom of a bad relationship. You're not arguing about the right things.
Yeah.
And you're focused on other stuff, focused on the emotions rather than the actual problems. Having a conversation with your friends isn't a problem. She shouldn't even know what you talk about with your friends unless, did you tell her? um, who's telling her. So but that's not the problem. The problem is you guys have this polar opposite view of where your relationship stands. One person's comfortable, one's not. Oftentimes it's the sexes are reversed, but it's irrelevant.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's very human, right? It's human regardless of what gender you are.
Yeah.
Or not. So that's my advice, is to actually focus on the fact that you guys have a diametrically opposed view of your relationship. That's what needs to be dealt with. Everything else is a distraction. So how's that for bad news? Okay. So what's
Sorry.
next?
Okay, now we're on. My fiance wants his mom in the delivery room, and I'm being called selfish. I tell you what, she's the one who is putting her yes, ma'am, out there for all the world to see. She gets to decide who's in the delivery room, not your fiance. Stop it.
Yep. Mom gets to decide. The birthing person. There you go. We'll use that terrible phrase. The woman giving birth is the one who gets to decide how that goes.
Yeah.
They just do. When you want to push a watermelon at yourself, then you can decide how you're going to do it. But until that day, they get to decide how they're managing this. And you get to support them. That's
their decisions.
That's it.
You don't have a say.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not a thing.
You can, I suppose, at some place express a preference, but you don't get to have any actual
You don't
say.
get to demand.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all. So there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now we're entering the adult section.
Okay.
Okay. We're figuring things out in bed, and I feel really clueless. They're both 19, and they're virgins.
Okay.
And it's just not like the porn.
Yeah, no kidding. Because you know what? You don't have lights and camera people and angles and editing and all that various good stuff that people who do entertainment, which is what porn is. Let's remember this. It's entertainment.
It's not a how-to.
It's like watching Batman and think, hey, I can go off and do that. No, you cannot. Be a terrible idea for you to go run off and try and be Batman, right? It'd just be dumb. So it's the same thing applies. Or it's like the WWE, right? It's a great stunt show, but it's a stunt show. It's the same thing. It's a great show, but it's a show. It's not real. I mean, yes, it's real. They're engaging in dangerous activities, but they're trained professionals with camera angles and sound effects and editing and and all this various other things to make what's not real look real. So here's what you do. You do the same thing people have been doing for generations. You turn the TV off and figure it out. That's the fun.
Yeah.
Touch things that shouldn't be touched and see what happens.
And here's something that isn't talked about very often. Every new couple getting together, there is an awkward period the first time you're together.
First number of times you're together.
You have to do this with every partner. You have to figure each other out.
Yeah. Just is
every
what it
partner.
Is.
So this is get used to this process because you're going to go through it again in your life.
But here's the thing. It's not you. It's every single person
everybody
has gone through this.
Yeah.
And okay, are there always some people who are kind of naturals at it? Sure. But guess what? Most of them aren't.
Most of us are not.
99% of us aren't. And so don't compare yourself to the 1% that are.
Yeah.
Just don't compare yourself to a professional athlete. Don't compare yourself to a professional entertainer. It's not a good idea.
Sorry.
Okay.
cleaning up after doing it. Okay, now this guy is mortified.
Okay.
His girlfriend, after she'll get up and just put her clothes on, and he's like, "Aren't you going to take a shower?" And she's like, "Yeah, I will later."
Yeah.
And he's just mortified.
Why? He doesn't know how things work, does he?
Not really.
Clearly. Well, this is again, we talked about learning each other and right?
Yeah. This is her thing.
Yeah, not everybody wants to run off and hop into a shower right after
Right
you're done.
after sex.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah, you just had this theoretically wonderful, joyful experience, and now you're going to want to go wash it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I also get it. People don't. If you're a germ person and you feel unclean because you sweated a lot, you don't like the sweat feeling, and so okay. But here's the thing: did you run off to go get and hop in the shower? Or is you sitting there waiting in your bed? You're perfectly fine not hopping in the shower, but she's got to go run and hop in the shower first thing she does.
He didn't mention him going in the shower.
Just saying, I'm a little confused here. He wanted to roll over and go to sleep while she hops in the shower, and now she's going to be all Mr. Judgy because she gets up and goes home. And, sorry, maybe she don't like your shower, dude. You ever thought of that? Maybe you should clean your shower. How's that for an answer? Okay. Or maybe you should buy her hair products so she doesn't ruin her hair. Just saying. Go over to her house, find out what she buys, buy some stuff, and leave them in the shower for her.
Here's an idea. Why don't you offer to take a shower with her?
That is the most unsexiest thing. Why do people think taking a shower together is
We
sexy?
like it.
It is the worst thing experience in the planet.
We like it.
But why is the
Because
question?
we get to stand under the water.
Yes, and we get to freeze our balls off. There is nothing sexy about it. Okay, what's next?
Okay, first there's a question for me, and then there's a question for you.
Okay.
Okay. How different is sex with a condom for women? Zippity doo dah. Nothing. No different.
Okay.
Sorry. That's if you got, proper lubrication. But, you could things can get a little unlubricated sometimes. So you got to use the kind with, lubrication.
Okay.
I brought my own,
There. Yeah.
and
So I guess the difference is preparation. You have to be a little more prep work with
Yeah.
them than you without. There's your answer, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, question for you. This is our last question of the night.
All right.
Would being asked to always wear a condom be a deal breaker for you?
For me, no. But
Is it that different?
yes, it is.
Oh.
Yeah. But such is life.
Hey.
Now, I suppose here's the thing: if you're a long-term married couple and you're still wearing the condoms for reasons other than birth control,
What's
is
going
that
on?
well? At some point, it could become a habit, right?
Yeah.
And it's just part of the routine, I suppose. I'm not going to be judgy on what other people do or don't do. So knock yourselves out.
Yeah.
But like anything else, once you get used to something, that's what you do. So I suppose it's entirely possible. So I'm sure heck not going to get judgy because people are being careful about not passing around diseases. So, so I will never give a response to other than it's perfectly reasonable to ask to make sure you don't pass around diseases. If you're in a long-term relationship, it's probably less important. But if your partner wants to be extra careful, I'm the poster child for strange stuff happens. So
I knew people who were on the pill and used a condom, and they got pregnant anyway.
yeah. So stuff happens. And me being here, Mr. Weird Stuff Happens to. So I have no problems with people wanting to be extra safe. Doesn't necessarily make a dang bit of difference, but hey, percentages are percentages. You know, do what you can. Knock them, put one at a time, one at a time. All right, that's it for this for our relationship segment, the place where truth gets messy, boundaries get tested, and intimacy becomes a learning curve instead of a performance. All right, so thanks for spending your night with Late Night Love, whether you're navigating work-life dramas, parenting chaos, or relationship growing pains. Remember, you are not alone, you are not broken, and you are not the only one trying to figure it out as you go. Join the rest of us. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, have a good night, and please remember to love everybody.
Good night.
Oh, come on. I hit that button. I did.